Okay, let me bring in both Ned A Steinman, I think, wants to come in, and then Huda Abu Arqub, because, you know, if we're again going to go back 2 weeks ago and say, prove that babies were beheaded, I think enough proof has been put out since then. Some rather graphic pictures have been put out. Various rescuer testimonies, some of which will play out right now, have also corroborated this. But go on, Ned A Steinman.
I don't think we need to be standing here and corroborating the evidence of Hamas. I think the doing that is insane thing that is imaginable. And I have trouble standing and sitting here on a panel with someone who can find any justification for that. And as a human to a human, if you can find some justification for that, then there's no point in this discussion because it goes nowhere. I will only return a couple of points. You, sir, have said that Israel is committing genocide against Palestinians, or whatever word that you say. If Israel is actually doing that, then it really is not quite successful, because the population of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip has tripled in the past 56 years. So if we are committing a genocide, your statistics are fucking crazy. Excuse me for swearing, but you have angered me because the facts on the ground make absolutely no sense. From an aspect of law, and I will speak to you as a lawyer who deals in international matters, Hamas is breaking every single code of international law. Every country has a duty of self-defense. There is not even a written law on that because it's self-evident law. However, more importantly, which is absolutely crucial for everybody to understand, that Israel has a legal duty to protect the world against genocide, and that includes the Palestinian civilians in Gaza. We are the ones who are working to save those Palestinian citizens, and ask yourself why 700,000 of them have gone to the southern part of the Gaza Strip based on Israeli request. 400,000 still remain in the northern part of the Gaza Strip and are being prevented under arms and being shot at by Gazans, by Hamas, preventing them from to escape their safety. They only know about the ability to go to the south because it is Israel that is advising them. If you speak about humanitarian law, Israel is doing precisely what is required to do under international humanitarian law, under international rules of war. Anything to say to the contrary is you have no understanding of the basis of this. And you don't have to believe me. Independent, third-party legal experts have shown, in fact, in writing, have investigated every single action of Israel up until this day, who have stated that Israel is completely within its legal rights for what it's doing. To say otherwise, then you have no basic understanding of the rules of war, of international humanitarian law, and international law per se. We, as a country of Israel, this is my final point, is working to save the world against genocidal terror. We have that obligation, including to the Palestinian civilians, and we are acting in accordance with law. You might smile and laugh at me, but sir, you have no idea what you're doing.
Huda Abu Arqub, now I want to take this point further, because even the Israeli envoy to the UN said that if right now, if after 21 days the IDF is stopped from acting against the Hamas, this is what the Hamas wants. The Hamas will thank you and they will continue with their terror activities, not just against Israel, but against the world.
Thank you. Again, I'm not going to indulge in this ping-pong small winning points of who is guilty more than the other, while we are all knowing very well that we are losing, both sides are losing, and the international community is losing, and we are swimming in blood. All of us. Shame on us. Shame on us showing up on TV and trying to make the case that Hamas is equally strong as the Israeli government and as Israeli machine of occupation. You want Hamas to be seen in the world as that strong? Good for you guys. That's amazing. At the end of the day, as a woman living in Hebron, I know what it means to be not having a good night's sleep while watching kids being killed on TV. This is not made up. This is not made up. And for you men to show up here and start talking about who is stronger than the other while people are being killed, and instead of moving the conversation towards a Jordanian aspect, a call to stop the fire,
I would like to
you
talk about
know
the
very
Jordanian
well
thing, please.
that Hamas failed, that Israel failed miserably to eradicate Hamas, and by this war they are making them even stronger. As a woman living in Hebron, engaging in peace, talking to Israelis, one of my friends is in Gaza now as a hostage. I am telling you that this is shameful. We need to get our heads together and take what happened yesterday and the speech the Jordanians did and the call for ceasefire seriously and stop dancing over our own people's bodies and blood.
This is muscle flexing. Adam Scott Bellos.
I mean, I'm sorry, but first of all, the Jordanian government has come down quite strongly on Israel, as usual, for the past 12 years, given their large Palestinian population. Let's get back to the actual topic, okay? But what was most interesting was that the Queen clearly stated 2 days ago how the world is holding Israel to a double standard in terms of the reaction to October 7th. The fact is that there is a systemic anti-Semitism that has plagued the world for 2,500 years.
Let me ask you a more
since the
specific question.